Hello everyone, this is Abhurva, a legal intern in Lexic Company. For today, I'm going to be talking about stalking laws and its implementation in India. So, crime is an act or an omission which is universal, or we can say it is in every bit of society, and knowingly and unknowingly, most part of the society is involved in it. So, a crime is an act or omission which is illegal or which is against the law, and the wrongdoer is liable for punishment, and the prosecution of cases started by the state. So, stalking is one among them. And was all added in criminal laws of India after 2013 Criminal Amendment Act passed by the Justice Verma Committee due to increasing number of crimes against the modesty of women in society. So stalking is communication on crime, and it should not be gender biased, but in our country stalking is held only against women. In general, anyone can be stalked and can stalk without even knowing most of the times. So because in our society, following someone, calling someone, asking someone, staring at someone, etc. is not accepted as a crime until a legal action is not against him or her. So, stalking is defined in Indian Penal Code under Section 354D, but firstly, it can be understood through continuous and repeated following someone with ill intention or harming of causing fear to the person followed. It is said to be stalking. So before the amendment in criminal laws, there was no direct inclusion of the term stalking in penal law of India. So the stalking was covered under category of just harassment such as voyeurism, sexual harassment against women, and it was covered under section 354 and section 509 for using words or gestures to insult a woman's modesty. So due to the shortcomings in the essentials of section 354 and section 509 of IPC, in the most of the cases, the wrongdoer moves freely from the court because it is hard to prove the certain essential conditions to constitute a crime. That is, the attack must be against a woman. The offender must have used excessive force. The modesty of the woman should be offended. So therefore, it was need for emergence of the separate law for stalking in India. Now let me tell you about the modes of stalking in India. So for constitution of crime of stalking, there is no particular mode but innumerable options and ways through which one can stalk. Some of them are as follows, which is following the girl, sending unwanted and filthy letters or phone calls, trying to communicate forcefully, taking photographs, abuse and harass parents and friends, physical assault and threaten to physical assaults, etc. etc. So there are types of stalkers. They are rejected stalker, resentful stalkers, heroic stalkers, predatory stalkers. So rejected stalkers, those who follow someone in order to take revenge from them due to personal grudges such as divorce, separation, etc. So what resentful stalkers are those who stalk someone in order to distress the victim due to anger and past hatred. So heroic stalkers are those who wish to make love, relationship, intimacy, etc. from victim, and they believe to be that they can get love from girl if they follow her. So predatory stalkers are those who follow the victims in order to make plans for the attack and sexual harassment on the victim. So what is the impact of stalking is? Impact of stalking on the victim is different, and mostly it is severe and psychologically traumatic for many victims who are emotionally weak. Most of the victims are suffering from mental health disorders, and they are vulnerable, out of control, uncontrollable, and anxious most of the time. So, some of the Supreme Court judgments are Supreme Court in the case of Vishaka versus State of Rajasthan in 1997, discussing sexual harassment at workplace, which is read with an important judgment of Supreme Court in the matter of Appeal Expert Promotion Council versus A.K. Chopra, stated that every act of sexual harassment resulted in violation of fundamental right of women workers mentioned under article 14, 19 and 21 of the Indian Constitution, which is broadened the subject's jurisprudence in service law. But in India, stalking is the offense which is gender biased and is deemed to that the stalking is done by the males only, and women's are crystal clear because the legislature has made the provision of section 354D very clear that any man who follows a woman and contacts or attempts to contact such women to foster personal interaction repeatedly despite a clear indication of disinterest such women. So it is just an example, but there are lakhs of cases where males are victim of sexual harassment and especially for stalking, but there are cases and stories are underreported and no action is ever taken by the authorities, and it is too a reason why males are committing suicide. So in India, stalking is very common and can either be done physically or through electronic mediums in different modes as elaborated above, which constitutes a criminal offense with an imprisonment of minimum of 3 years. So that's it for today. Thank you.